States. My name's Colin. I'm here with
Austin Jordan.
Hey, Austin. How are you doing today? You having a nice day?
I'm fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, enjoying the day. It's a nice, gloomy December 8th. I don't even know what today is.
Me either, honestly. But it is pretty gloomy outside. I don't know. What have you been feeling about the weather lately? In Chicago, it's been a little up and down, kind of cold, kind of hot.
I mean, I love cold weather. I mean,
Yeah.
that's where I thrive.
Yeah.
You know,
The
it's
winter
something
you
like
dress
I
in.
store all the sunlight in my black skin, and then like during December I burn it all off. Because usually in summer I'm
Yeah.
like nobody's best friend. Like I sweat, I'm so hot. But in winter I'm everybody wants to get close.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, nice,
Little
toasty space heater. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is perfect time for me.
No, it's good. It's good. And yeah, I like the winter too. I'd be dressing in the winter. You know, that's really
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
that's it, not now, but that's how, you know, it's where all my good fits are. And I'm not a shorts person.
I mean, I like this fit.
Well,
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it. I like your fit too.
Thank you. I mean, I'm also not a shorts person.
Yeah.
Something about my calves, and I'm knock-kneed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my knees hit first before my feet.
Ooh. Okay.
So that looks weird in shorts sometimes.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
at least I'm self-conscious about it. Whatever.
If you see Austin in shorts, make sure to tell him his legs look like a K. So you like sequels to movies?
Oh, I love sequels. I mean, I'm such a movie dude,
Yeah.
but I love sequels. I mean, if they do it right, but even if they're doing it wrong,
Yeah.
there's something just golden about failure.
Just something pretty about failure.
There's something just amazing about it, especially if they're like, okay, we got something good.
Yeah.
Let's try to run this in. You see it like in Shrek 2. I mean, I think Shrek 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's some movies that do better, but the
Yeah.
ones that are like, all right, we failed the first time. Let's come back and pull it together and see if we could do better.
Yeah.
And they still fail.
Just
Just
love a chef's kiss.
you just love that, and they have the patience to try again. That's just wonderful. But I mean, not for their bank account, of course.
No, of course not. But it's fun for us. Are you're a bad movie enjoyer then?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In my family, we rewind horrible movies just to watch them again. I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah?
to think. Oh God.
Um,
Have you ever seen Master of Disguise?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen Master of Disguise. Just
Have you watched it recently? Like rewatched it recently?
no, the only thing I have stuck in my head is am I turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Yeah, that part. That's
Yeah.
all that's in my head from that movie.
It's a horrible movie, but I have watched it thousands of times.
What's your favorite line?
Anytime he's like, become another person, become another part, like it's so golden. The turtle's a good character.
Yeah.
I think in the end, it wasn't like lines. I think it was the characters and the character choices that I loved more. I'm
Yeah.
a physical comedy guy, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Three Stooges, all that. Grew up on that.
There you go.
So just anything that just is, I mean, anybody can be a talking head, but
To really get in the physicality of it.
yeah, it's something different.
Yeah. Well, you are a pretty good physical comedian, and you have a show coming up, right?
Yes, it's called The Gist.
Yeah.
It's the 15th December, so
December.
this Saturday.
Mhm.
And we're at the Newport Theater.
Nice. In
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah. So come out, come one and all.
Come.
We would love to have you.
What's the premise of the show? Like, what kind of show are you gonna see?
The gist of it is
Mhm.
we get a bunch of comedians together. They all have a premise.
Mhm.
They all have like a story that they want to tell. But we all, like, I don't know what the other people are going to bring.
Yeah.
And we say our gist in front of the audience.
Yeah.
We pick our characters for it. And then we kind of let the show go. And everybody gets a gist to do. So one time I was like, the gist of the story is the Magic School Bus, right? We're watching the Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
But Miss Frizzle is being suspected of child endangerment.
Okay.
So one of the characters on stage was a cop playing a kid. So that was the gist. And we just kind of saw how people interpreted it. And it was beautiful. Yeah. So we do stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Come see the gist. December
Come see the
15th.
Gist.
Come hang out with Austin.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So Miss Frizzle, child endangerment. Did you remember the Simpsons episode where they finally revealed that Martin was like a 35-year-old man? This is so spoiler alert, big time. So Martin like comes home like from school. He's like getting off the bus. And he's like, oh, the Martin voice or whatever. I can't do it. And then he goes inside, and then it sounds like his mom's calling him, and his face drops, and he like takes off his coat. And he's just in like your traditional like, I don't want to call it it's the plain white undershirt tee.
Yeah.
That there's only like derogatory names for Italian people is what people usually call it. Those tees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. 100%. So this is from The Simpsons. Martin comes home.
I do remember this. I think I remember the episodes after because he was such a. Yeah, that's hilarious. How old was he supposed to be?
I think he had 2 kids, and he was like, so I suspect like in his 30s. That was what I figured out, but who knows really? He could be in his 40s, could be like late 20s.
So help me understand. Was he failing school? Why was he?
He's an undercover cop.
Oh, he was an undercover cop.
Yeah.
We love undercover cops.
Yeah. So he had to be in the school because someone had to watch the school because the school, if you remember, didn't have like a police officer in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So he was the school's officer.
Was he strapped? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I don't remember. No, he wasn't strapped. Martin's not strapped in a. No. Well, Springfield wasn't in America then.
That's
how we know.
true.
So sequels to movies. What's your favorite sequel that you've seen recently?
The most recent one that I had no idea that dropped was R.I.P.D. 2.
R.I.P.D. 2, which is so remind me of R.I.P.D. 1.
So, if I can remember right, R.I.P.D. 1 was following Ryan Reynolds, and he was a cop in New York City, I think, and he got into an accident, or he was chasing somebody down, and he was killed. And then he zooms in, he's sitting in a chair, and they're like, you have just died. You were about to go to heaven. They were looking at your file, and they decided, we want you to be one of our like soul cops, like the rest in peace division or whatever, a detective.
Yeah.
Already, the gist of the show is dumb as
Yeah. So
like, I don't understand. Anyways, so he's like this rough and tough cop, and I forget who the other character who was beside him, but
Cody, help.
he is trying to teach him and show him the ropes. Like, you get a cop that's been who's been dead. I was about to say around, but who's been dead for a couple hundred years,
right,
to show you the ropes, and they're going around killing. They don't call them criminals or zombies or anything. They call them deados.
Like Cheerios, but it's Jeff Bridges. Okay.
Yes. So you got bigger names in this first movie, right? Ryan Reynolds, Jeff Bridges. People thought it was going to be a good movie because, Ryan Reynolds was on his tear at the time, right?
Oh, okay.
He was just in, I think he was just getting out of Deadpool 1, I think.
Oh. No, Cody says no.
No?
This is before Deadpool.
Oh, this is before Deadpool?
Is this bad Ryan Reynolds timeline?
Oh, is this right after Green Lantern? So it was his tear of bad movies.
This is him trying to redeem himself by any means necessary.
The Nicolas Cage. Actually, Nicolas Cage he doesn't care.
No,
he's
he's doing his thing though now.
Yeah.
Years and years of doing movies that I genuinely enjoy. I think he was in like The Warmonger or something like that, where he was just like a weapons.
Yeah.
Like black market weapons sales. That was the dumbest movie. I loved it.
You ever seen Face Off with Nick?
Yes.
Cage?
Oh,
Face
yes.
Off
I've seen
in,
Face Off with Nicolas Cage.
Travolta.
And
is
John
it?
Travolta, baby. Yes.
That one is funny. Oh, there was some weird scenes in it, like where he's dead. Anyways, like I think in the first couple minutes of that movie, he's like groping he's like in a church choir, Nick Cage's, and he's like groping some woman as they're singing. It's so weird. The first like 5 minutes of the movie doesn't make sense.
No.
But as I digress, R.I.P.D. because this is the real token right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going around killing deados and trying to save the world from
the deados.
The deados or some demons that are trying to come back. And I don't know. The whole movie is just, you kind of wipe that slate clean and
fair enough.
And for your lost money that you just put into that, you
enjoy what you can enjoy.
Yeah, but now that we have streaming services, I was on Netflix and had no clue that after that movie tanked because Cody, you can tell me how much they did in the box office. I'm pretty sure it tanked. And from how much they put into the movie,
Yeah.
trash, right? Because they had a lot of CGI. They had a lot of just big action scenes.
Oh no, this is what?
It's bad, right?
On a $130 million budget, they grossed $78 million back.
Nice.
So terrible, right? This is what I was talking about. A terrible terrible first go of it.
Yeah.
They got kicked out of them. I'm sorry to. They were on the ground bleeding. Get up. And they're like, dust themselves off. Let's do it again. Right?
Good for them for getting back up from the 8 count. That's good for them.
They're like, no, it didn't work for us doing a more modern go of R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
We're gonna go old Western.
Also, I want to know what was the not the box office of this one?
yeah.
And how much did it cost to make?
Trying to find that. It only came out 3 weeks ago, so it's a little difficult to see that.
Totally fine.
It only came out 3 weeks ago.
You are on the cusp.
I was on the cusp. That's what I'm
15th.
saying. When?
November 15th.
November 15th.
Yo.
So I was watching it last night. That's the funny thing. I watched it last night, or watched some of it because I had to fall asleep because I just needed to. It was too late.
It was too much.
I was scrolling through Netflix.
What do we got? What do we got?
RIPD 1 actually cost $184 million.
So okay, so they made less than half.
Like I said, they got kicked in the teeth.
Oh my gosh.
They picked their teeth up off the ground. They're like, here's a molar, here's a cuspid, popped them back in, and got right back into it. They're like, let's go.
How is it? I can't wait to watch it.
It's lower budget. You can tell it's lower budget. How much? How much? Because it was low budget. The CGI that they had in the first movie, they had to scrub that. They're like, maybe CGI was a bad way to go. No, it was a good way because this one was just all
pain.
All pain.
I'm seeing the CGI that's in this one, and it's a thing. Budget's very hard to find though.
Okay, we'll just probably say under 100 million.
Probably. Most likely. Most definitely. It's probably going to be like $20. And I'll be like, $20? That was me. I was the $20 that watched it. I swear. Jumping right into it. Like, I don't know if I want to ruin it because it was 3 weeks ago, but.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Jeffrey
it's okay.
Donovan.
Nobody's watching it, and we're going to show Colin the trailer right now.
Oh, yeah. Let's show him a trailer. I don't have to explain too much then. I'll just explain. I have to say this, though. So in the first movie, because everybody's like, oh, he's dead. They tell him like most people only take this job because they want to go see their loved ones and like kind of fix their lives, right?
Right.
But they did like a little switcheroo for you. They're like, if you try to talk to your loved ones, it's only going to sound like gibberish, and you don't look like how you looked before, of course, because that would throw people off. So they throw you in a random body. This time, I don't know if this was because of Black Lives Matter and stuff, but they turned Jeffrey Donovan, his character that we see when we see what other people are seeing, is a black woman. Him and his partner are black women.
Oh, God.
So they jump you in. That's like happens in the first 5 minutes of the movie. That first part of the trailer happens the first 5 minutes.
Why is the redeeming? This looks like an episode of Supernatural.
Yeah. And mind you,
goodness.
Now Jeffrey Donovan it's an old Western, so he's doing the accent, he sounds like old Western like, and it's very, I don't know who told him it worked. He should have Chris Pratted it.
Just called
and gone with his normal, regular, normal voice. Nobody told you had to put on a voice. Just go cool, clean, calm, and collected.
That sucks.
Yeah. So first 5 minutes, it's him. His daughter just got off a train. He's meeting his son-in-law or soon-to-be son-in-law. Like they're coming back to get married.
Yeah.
And these guys show up, right? Oh, wait, I'm skipping over the first part, but that doesn't even matter. Some dude wakes up this demon. He gets dementored in, like they enter his body and he becomes something else. Anyways, that's the first part of it. Then these bandits walk up and start shooting, right?
Classic.
Right? And they start taking people to the side, and Jeffrey Donovan is the sheriff of the town, right?
Oh,
so
good.
of course he got to do something. So he pulls his daughter to the side, he puts her in a safe place, and he goes back trying to kill these guys, or like, you know, justice.
Give justice.
Give justice,
Yeah.
which, and you know, a bullet to the between the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So he starts shooting at these guys. He actually they show that he lands a few shots on one dude, but he keeps coming at him. If that were me, I would have been like, hold up, wait a minute. I pieced him. I even saw his arm fly back. I pieced him. He's still moving. I'm not the sheriff no more. I'm sorry. I don't know who was shooting at y'all, but it was some other black dude. It was not me. I swear. He continues to keep on the good fight because justice.
Yeah.
And he gets ganged up on, like kind of pinched, and he actually shoots the gang leader right between the eyes, right? And he flies off his horse, and he thinks he's doing good. He like does this move, and then somebody shoots him in the back. First couple minutes, then he comes in on the chair in this white ass room, and he pukes into a trash bucket.
Nice.
And they're like, "You died," and he's like, "Okay, well." He didn't even seem that phased about it. He's like, "Okay, is my daughter all right?" And they're like, "Yeah, her wedding is still on Saturday and it's in 2 days." And he's like, "What? That was supposed to be in 5 days." And they're like, "Yeah, you've been dead for 3 days. They had to do judgment on you first and figure out where you go." I was like, okay, good to know that judgment. It sounds like the regular police department. They leave you like the DMV waiting to get into heaven.
However long.
Hey, that's the institution that we live in. Hey, 3 days before he finds out that he's going to be a detective, right?
Okay.
He instantly jumps in. He's like, "I'm doing it."
Yeah.
And they're like, you can't go back because we know that people are going to, he's like, "No, I'm sealed. I want back. I want to do justice." He goes back, obviously goes straight to his daughter. Like they pull him away, and that's when you find out
that he's a black woman in the West.
In the West.
In the Old West.
In the Old West. So now you're adding that portion into an already dumb premise. With no CGI, low CGI.
Yeah.
Not no CGI,
like
low
budget CGI.
Low CGI.
Nice.
With a main character that is still figuring his accent work out as he's like, I felt like every couple minutes his accent changed / his whole demeanor changed.
Did it get better or worse? Got it. No, I can't wait to watch this movie, dude. I'm so excited to watch this movie.
We got to watch it together because it's good. It's really good. Like I said, I love not horrible movies, but movies that like are still trying, but they're just like, we could have recorded something, like you could have recorded something better on your iPhone of just your regular day, you know, and I probably would have loved it.
Have you seen a movie called Big Ass Spider?
No,
you haven't seen this movie. This is one of my favorite bad movies. Because it's a bad movie that fully understands it's a bad B movie.
Mm-hmm.
They like break the fourth wall every once in a while. It is a fun time. The whole story is just about an exterminator.
Really?
Yeah, and he meets a big ass spider. Dude, it's such a good movie. It's not a good movie, but it's a good
movie. Like,
yes,
one of those ones where it's like a late night watch, and then afterwards it feels like a fever dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch this movie with a fever, you would fully assume that like you were either like dying, transporting yourself to a different plane, or you'd be like, I'm watching Big Ass Spider and I'm feeling a lot better about myself now, which has happened to me. I like bad movies a lot. I like Wesley Snipes late in his career.
Yes.
That was always very fun. Every time Nick Cage is in something, I'm like, I could see him in that.
Yeah.
It's because I don't think, if you like pitched any movie to me, I'd be like, I could see Nick Cage in that.
I could see Nick Cage in that.
He's got a part somewhere.
He should have played Morbius.
That would make the movie so much better.
That would have. It would have. It would be campier.
Yeah.
And there would actually be I don't know. There's probably fans around it, but
it may have made Morbin Time a little bit of a later thing.
Yeah.
Because who plays? It's the dude who played the Joker as well. I'm forgetting his name.
The 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yeah.
And so Jared Leto's a little bit infamous in like general pop culture
Absolutely.
for stuff and things. And I think that makes it a little bit better, but I would love to see a Nick Cage.
I would have loved to see Nick Cage because I think Jared Leto still tries to play too cool and like too like he knows he's a sex symbol to some of his fans, right?
Yeah, but he's like the ultimate edgelord.
He is an edgelord. Yeah, you're right.
Like
you're right.
That man, like I guarantee you he has like at least like one Akatsuki cape at home. And he,
Absolutely.
like Balenciaga stuff like that, where he's just like, I need robes.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
I already know there's about like 4 or 5 of those robes that have his face on them.
yeah, and I bet they're comfy.
I bet they're comfy. I bet they were designer
I
made.
know, which is what makes me so upset.
I bet kids out in China were fucking
Work real hard on those things for him.
I mean, yeah.
What superhero do you think Nick Cage is? If we could give Nick Cage a superhero for a superhero movie,
Well, he was already Ghost Rider.
yeah, but let's make him a superhero, like, because Ghost Rider is like an actual good pick for Nicolas Cage.
Like, are you talking like in the DC? Okay, I'll do a DC and a Marvel.
I think personally, as far as Marvel goes, I want to see Nicolas Cage playing Aquaman. Who is Aquaman's DC.
He's DC,
Good
but
Lord. I think that would I would
yeah,
want to see him
I
play.
could. Just that's so funny.
No
I could see him
disrespect
as
to Jason
Aquaman.
Momoa. Jason Momoa is a great Aquaman.
Yeah,
I just think Nick Cage would be funnier.
yeah, and they did try to play his a little campy. You know what? I think I could have seen Nick Cage as Star-Lord.
Nick Cage would have been a really good Star-Lord.
He would have been great. No offense to Chris Pratt, because I think he's really taken the character a great place.
Yes.
But Star-Lord, or like maybe even a villain, I think he plays really good.
He does play really good villains.
Villains.
Selfishly, I want Nicolas Cage to play Thanos.
Ooh,
I think that would be really fun.
that would have been good. But what's his name? Josh Brolin, or
Did such a good job.
He killed it.
Yeah,
Killed
such
it.
a good job. But I just want to see Nick Cage in more things. I just think Nick Cage needs to be really in the spotlight more often than not.
I really do think he should have replaced Jared Leto in all the movies. Like if he was Morbius,
Yeah.
if he was, what was the other character that Jared Leto played? He was
The Joker.
The Joker. Oh, Nick Cage would have been a great Joker.
Yeah. Yeah. Cody, don't give me that look. Nicolas Cage can play whatever he wants to. Okay? He's amazing.
Clearly, he has 106 acting credits.
He does? Oh my
Nick
goodness.
Cage?
Yo, that's so many. Good for him.
And that's more than Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry is writing himself in. So that's insane.
So good for him.
He has another 7 in the works too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Right
know.
now, currently?
Currently 7 upcoming that IMDb has already acknowledged.
What's the
Any superhero ones?
I would like to have Nick Cage. Nick Cage could play Shazam. That would be fun.
Ooh.
You seem so upset at all of my
He'd
suggestions.
be the adult. That's the scary part, though. He'd be the adult version of whatever kid. So you have to find a kid that looks like a Nick Cage.
Nobody needs that. But name the last good Nick Cage movie.
Whatever he was in last. No. National Treasure is not the last good movie that he has been in. He's been nominated for awards since then.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't count if it's a joke.
It wasn't a joke. What was it? The Life and Times of Nicolas Cage, like one of the movies that just came out. It's like essentially an autobiography. That movie's actually really good.
I haven't seen it. I didn't see
It's
that.
so good.
Dang. Wait, which awards do you think he got nominated for?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage
that
is
were a
actually
joke.
Nicolas Cage has an Oscar. Did you not know this? The man is so talented. He has the same amount of Oscars as Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Cody is very quiet.
Trying to Google since here.
Oh yeah, Google as fast as you want. You're still gonna be surprised at the acting chops of one of my favorite actors of all time, Nicolas Cage.
Absolutely.
It's actually very few awards, but you know.
Hey, how does he have an Oscar?
From 96?
Yeah, boy.
Still an Oscar.
That's an Oscar, baby.
That's an Oscar.
Was it Leaving Las Vegas? Was that the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
So I doubled down my point. What has he done lately that's been good?
Everything. If you think he's done a bad thing, what do you?
We just lost so much credibility.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I'm the guy that everybody watches for movie reviews. Feel free to watch all of our movie reviews, guys.
Including the Hocus Pocus 2,
Yeah,
where
go ahead
Colin
and
hasn't
watch.
seen the Hocus Pocus 1 yet.
You never watch Hocus Pocus
Did
1?
not see Hocus Pocus 1.
That is a good movie.
I've heard it's a really good movie, but Cody asked me, he was like, have you seen, like, do you want to watch Hocus Pocus 2? And I was like, yeah. He was like, awesome. What do you think about Hocus Pocus? And I was like, it's great. And he was like, nice. And we were sitting there and the cameras were rolling. And he was like, so what do you think of Hocus Pocus 1? And I was like, I haven't seen it. And there's like 5 minutes of Cody just like walking around being angry at me. It's really fun.
What'd you think of the second one?
I liked the second Hocus Pocus movie. I think it was really corny, but I liked it in the corny way.
Okay.
I have this is a problem that I have with a lot of movies. At the very end of Hocus Pocus 2, the girlies, spoiler alert, find out that they also have magical witch powers.
Of course.
And they are very much not excited about it. Like they literally conjured powers for the first time to save their lives at like the perfect moment. And then after like all the witches were dead and gone, they were just like,
How would you respond? How would you react?
dude, if I like put my hand up to stop my impending death and I like
somebody shooting at you, and like,
yeah, I make a void shield out of my hand and it's just like and bullets were happening. You know how cocky I would be? Like, empty the clip, bro.
But how do you know it wasn't a fluke? How do you know that you have control over it?
Are you kidding me? I just blocked bullets with my hand.
If the next one hits me, it's whatever at that point.
I got 4 right here. Nah, dude, they blocked magic with magic, and I'm sorry, I get very passionate about this subject because I wanted powers as a kid.
I was just about to say, what kind of powers do you want?
Telekinesis.
Ooh.
Yeah. Really like the idea of picking things up and putting things down while remaining stationary.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do something where I could just like run into things.
I just wanted to.
I just wanted to just shoulder check everything. I don't know why.
It would be like Juggernaut. That's what you want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Juggernaut. Spider-Man is one of my favorites, but yeah,
Nicolas
Juggernaut.
Cage would be a great Juggernaut.
Oh, he would.
Dying on that hill.
He would.
Dying on that hill.
We're just gonna bring up every movie in history and just be like, Nicolas Cage.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Nicolas Cage should start acting in video games. Nicolas Cage as Kratos, I'll take it. Nicolas Cage as Ghost from Call of Duty, I'll take it.
Instead of Cyberpunk Keanu, it was Cyberpunk Nick.
Nicolas Cage, I'll take it.
That would have been fire. I didn't even buy Cyberpunk. I'm sorry, Keanu. I still love you.
Keanu, I bought it. I bought it twice, dude. You can come on the podcast.
It was too expensive. I'm black. I'm sorry. I'm broke. I'm black and broke, so I just go to his house. What I did back in the day would go to his house and play those games.
That's why I bought it twice, Keanu. That's why I bought it twice.
Exactly. I wanted to rep for it, but honestly, yeah, I'm not. I'll die on that sword. But Nick Cage in Cyberpunk would have been dope.
I'd take it. I think Nick Cage. If you did Shadow of the Colossus remake, but it was voice acted for the first time and it was with Nicolas Cage, that'd be good.
That'd be great.
Nicolas Cage should be doing all the all the animal documentaries that he can.
Honestly, I would love to hear more in animated stuff.
Ooh, yeah,
Right?
Like Sausage Party 2 with Nicolas Cage.
That probably would have made that thing actually digestible.
That's a good joke right there. All right. Well, on that note, let the people know where they can find you at online. Where you at?
Online, Instagram, I am the Lame Willy Wonka. You can follow me on Facebook if you can find the one black Austin Jordan that looks like me and is me, because there's such a generic name, so I apologize. I'll try to change it to something good. But yeah, The Lame Willy Wonka.
Well, thank you guys so much. I've been Colin Glowinky.
And I'm Austin Jordan.
Thanks for watching Sugar Beats.